Hello Nifty options traders, I am here to give you one more tutorial, and today I will be talking about Fibonacci retracements, how to draw it, what is Fibonacci retracement, everything you need to know about Fibonacci retracements is what I'll be talking about today. So we will consider one in static chart, one in the live chart as well, how we will draw it on an intraday basis, how we will draw it on a daily chart, and if you want we can talk about in the weekly and monthly chart as well. That does not matter much. Okay, let's get into the Fibonacci retracements. First of all, what is Fibonacci retracement? There are Fibonacci series or a sequence of numbers which are created by Leonardo Fibonacci. Okay, so what the Fibonacci retracement golden ratio, the golden ratio is the golden mean, is found by dividing one number in the series by the one which is following this particular number. So what are Fibonacci sequences? 0, 1. The next number in the sequence comes by adding these two, that is 0 and 1. Next number in the sequence comes from adding 2 and 1, that is 3. Okay, next number in the sequence comes from adding these two, that is 3, 2, 5. Next by adding 5 plus 3, 8. 13 comes from 8 plus 5, 13. So the same way. So how is this golden ratio derived? That is by, if you divide 1 by 2 or 3 by 5, 8 by 12, 21 by 34 and 55 by 89, that's when the golden ratio comes into picture. Okay, that is 61.8%. This, my friends, is a great support or a resistance in itself. Okay, and next one, how is 38.2 coming into picture? So 38.2 ratio is found by dividing one number in the series by the number that is found two places to the right. That is, if I take 5 and divide it by the second number, that is 13, then we will get 38.2. Okay, and 23.6 dividing it by the third number, the three places from it, 5. If I take 5 as an example, if I divide it by 21, then we get 23.6 as the ratio. Okay, so this is the way Fibonacci retracements are created. Okay, and if we have to join the highs and the lows, this is how we will do. Let's take a 6-month chart and let's consider the Fibonacci retracement. How do you first draw the Fibonacci retracement and where do you start from in Fibonacci retracements? Okay, first of all, this is the chart which I am using from IAFL. This is the live chart which I can show. However, now I am showing you the 6-month chart, which is easy for you guys to understand. Okay, so if you have to draw the Fibonacci retracement for an intraday chart, how do you do that? You will do that by joining the low of the day and the high of the day, or probably high of the day to the low of the day, like this, for 1 hour 45 minutes. So always from 9:15 onwards, that is how I do. There are many people who argue that that's not the way how it is done. However, that is how I do. So by 11 o'clock in the morning, Indian market starts at 9:15, and by 11 o'clock all the ups and downs has already been covered. Whatever the high it has to make and whatever the low it has to make in the opening has been covered. That is what actually gives us the direction further to take our trades further. Okay, so if I have to draw the Fibonacci retracement, let's consider this as a live chart and then we'll take it. Okay, if there is a high and then it comes low, then you're supposed to draw Fibonacci retracement from the top to bottom. Since it is going from low to the high between 9:15 and 11 o'clock in the morning, what I will do is I will consider the Fibonacci retracement and I will draw from the beginning of the day. Note that I am not taking the pre-open market as the Fibonacci retracement. That's the gap up or the gap down. Okay, I am not considering that. It is only from the time the market opens is what I am considering. Okay, I will join the low of the day and the high of the day. It has caught in between 9:15 to 11 a.m. That's what I have drawn for. Okay, so this is how you will draw it for the Fibonacci retracements on a daily basis, that is the intraday basis. If you want to join the Fibonacci retracements in the daily charts for about 3 months or 6 months, what you can do is take the 6 months charts and we will draw the Fibonacci retracements. Don't want the volume, so let me eliminate the volume. So I have considered a 1 month chart. So if you want to join the high to low, so this is how you will join Fibonacci retracement. So this is the high and this is the low. So look at this. So if you want, I will zoom and show it to you. So this is how it is. So when you are joining from top to bottom, India info line gives the top as 0% and bottom as the 100%. Okay, because here is what it starts and here is what it ends. So where it ends is the 100%. So that is the way India info line gives it. However, in different charts like Sherkan and all, you will have 0 always probably to the bottom and 100% to the top. Okay, so one thing you have to notice is 0% to 38.2% or 100% to 61.8%. both of these are having the same difference. Okay, so do the math and calculate it. Both have the same difference. When you are supposed to take the Fibonacci projections, you can take it without any issues. Okay, so how do we read the Fibonacci retracements? So I have already mentioned that 61.8 is the golden ratio. Okay, so 61.8 is supposed to be a great resistance or a great support. Okay, once a support can be a resistance or a support, once a support can be a support or a resistance. Okay, so we have already done the Fibonacci retracement. 100% has been taken, and any Fibonacci retracement, if it is supposed to be considered as a Fibonacci retracement, it is supposed to be showing a retracement at least till the end of 61.8%. If it does not retrace till 61.8, it is not supposed to be considered as a Fibonacci retracement at all. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. Okay, so what are the main levels we have to take a look? See, look at this. Yesterday's market, it actually hit the 38.2% in the 1 month Fibonacci retracement and came down below 61.8%, and it took support in the pivot levels where there had been a support already. Look at this, it took support almost around this. Okay, so it stopped over there, it took support and stopped over there. So that's one thing you have to consider. There are supports and resistances in between Fibonacci retracements which matter as well. Okay, Fibonacci retracement itself is not the whole support and resistance zones. All these Fibonacci retracement levels, that is 38.2, 0%, 100%, 61.8 and 76.4, 91% are considered as real strong support and resistance zones. Okay, all of you might be knowing that 0% and 100% levels are supposed to be the big levels of supports or resistances. Okay, it is the opening and the closing of the highs and the lows. Okay, so it is great supports or resistances. If it is below this particular level, it is said to be a resistance. If it is above this particular level, it is said to be a support. Okay, so this is the way you will draw the Fibonacci retracement. And how do you trade with it? So very simple. When it actually scales the 61.8% level, the first target what you can take is up to 38.2%. Okay, if it scales 61.8%, the first target what you can take is 38.2%. And what is the stop loss you have to keep? So stop loss you have to keep is 61.8% to 76.4%. Whatever the difference is, that is the stop loss you have to keep. So sometimes it comes back to 76.4% and bounces back, so keep it a notch below this 76.4%. that's what usually I do. Or you can keep it at 76.4% as a stop loss and trade for going higher. When it comes down to 61.8 or goes above 61.8, then you can take a target of 38.2%. okay, what if it reaches above 38.2%? The first target you can set is 0%, and the second target you can set is the Fibonacci projection. Okay, let's look into that sometime later. Now let's go and check out how our Nifty intraday chart is panning. See, this is the Fibonacci retracement which we had drawn in the beginning for the live chart. So here it is, we have drawn it, and look at this, it has come to 76.4%, 61.8%, and it has taken supports and scaled higher. Okay, and you might be looking 61.8% is exactly not held. That's because it's not a game of fastest finger first like Kaun Banega Crorepati. Okay, one person can trade maybe 3 or 4 seconds later than it comes to that particular area. Okay, that's one of the reasons exact levels of 61.8 or 38.2% not always are held. However, 61.8% is a norm which is a great support or a resistance zone. Okay, look at this, it held around that level and afterwards it is going further, okay, higher. So that is what is the Fibonacci retracements. So if you have any questions, do ask or do comment below. If you have any feedback, I am open fist. I will be ready to take any of your feedback and incorporate in my future videos. If you need any particular training about the stock markets, I am here to help you. Please do comment below. And if you are actually looking to make money on a regular basis, do check out my ebook which I have mentioned below, and I have a Nifty intraday options course as well. Do check out the second link in the description below, and trust me guys, you will prosper with the training which I have been providing. Okay, and if you have any questions, do ask in the comments below. Like my video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like the video and comment below. Take care guys, see you in the next tutorial of Nifty options training. See you, take care.